And here in Buffalo, a special meeting to discuss how the city should spend $19 million in federal money was suddenly canceled today, just days before the deadline to distribute the American Rescue Plan funds. Well, several organizations throughout the city say that they have yet to receive the money that they were promised. In place of the special meeting, some council members took to the mic, instead blaming the Byron Brown administration for not getting these funds allocated before leaving office. And tonight I'm bringing you the voices of city leaders as they explain the holdup at City Hall and a nonprofit worrying that they won't see a dime of what was promised.
The Common Council has to reallocate funding because of the failure of the Brown administration to get the funding of ARP dollars out the door. Council
members not holding back before they take a vote on how the rest of the American Rescue Plan funding will be spent.
We're talking about $19 million in possible revenue replacement funds, but also moving $11 million from water and sewage arrears to deal with water infrastructure.
Majority Leader Leah Halton Pope is talking about this proposal that was released from the office of Acting Mayor Chris Scanlon. It says money earmarked for more than 20 nonprofits or organizations will instead go to water infrastructure build-out and revenue loss replacement, which is basically city debt.
The first thing that is concerning is the amount of nonprofits that we're discovering that didn't end up getting the dollars that they were promised. And here's the thing, we're learning that some of these promises could have just been promises. They could have been handshakes from Byron Brown. We don't know.
These 4 council members wanted it to be clear that the reason the city is in this predicament is not because of the Common Council.
The Water Authority went around the council's prerogative to forgive low to moderate income individuals and residents, to forgive them of their water bills, to then use it for capital resources. So to not respect the Common Council and respect that the sewer and water payers of this city, to then use it for something else, and we find out at the last hour, is not only disappointing, it's disgusting.
Nonprofits like Ujima Company Theater were reportedly supposed to get $200,000 of the ARP funds. The theater has been in Buffalo's Niagara district for 46 years.
We're met with countless revisions. Our budget was not descriptive enough. Our scope of work did not tell enough about what we were going to do.
Managing Director Brian Brown says it's disheartening to learn that they most likely will not receive a penny due to not completing a contract that was sufficient for the city to approve.
At this moment, the city had promised that they would have funds for the arts, that they would have a fund to give out from their budget every year, and they have not shown up for that at all.
But some council members say this is more than just a city going back on its word to allocate money.
When I see where the cuts are going, all of those cuts are going to communities of color. That's a problem for me. And we're going to talk about it, and we're going to talk about it publicly.